All right, we're back with chapter 12, guys. It is early in the morning. It's like 6 a.m. here on Tuesday morning. Today, I'm actually going to be going in and I'm going to be grabbing all your stuff out of your desks and putting them in bags, having them on top of your desk. So when you guys come by, I think it's next week, you'll be able to come grab your stuff quick and easy. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go and actually get your stuff ready to go. But on lighter side of things, we are back with the miraculous journey of Edward Tulane. Scholastic is allowing me to read this book. Woo! All right, they're going to make a prediction about what's going to happen in this chapter. At the end of the last chapter, we had him in garbage. Poor guy, he was the dump, and then a little sniff, sniff, sniff come from a dog. We're going to find out what happens next. Make a quick prediction to yourself or to a friend or a parent what happens next. Go. And we're back. So here we are with chapter 12. Edward did not have much time to savor the light. The dog suddenly appeared above him, dark and shaggy, blocking his view. Edward was pulled out of the garbage by his ears, and then he was dropped, picked up again, this time around the middle, and shaken back and forth with a great deal of ferocity. The little dog growled in its deep throat and then dropped Edward again and looked him in the eye. Edward stared back. "Hey, get out of there, you dog!" It was Ernest, king of garbages, and therefore he was king of the world. The dog grabbed Edward by his pink dress and took off running. That's mine, all garbage is mine," Ernest shouted. "You come back here." The little dog did not stop. The sun was shining and Edward felt exhilarated. Who, having known him before, would have thought that he would just be so happy now, crusted over with garbage, wearing a dress, held in the slobbery mouth of a dog, being chased by a madman. But he was happy. The dog ran and ran until he reached a railroad track. They crossed over the tracks, and there, underneath the scraggly tree, in a circle of bushes, Edward was dropped in a front of large pair of feet. The dog began to bark. Edward looked up and saw the feet were attached to an enormous man with a long dark beard. "What's this, Lucy?" said the man. He bent up and picked up Edward. He held him firmly around the middle. "Lucy," said the man, "I know how much you enjoy rabbit pie." Lucy barked. Yeah, I know. Rabbit pie is a true delight. Out of the pleasures of our existence." Lucy let out a hopeful yelp. "And what do we have here? Well, you so graciously delivered to me. It's definitely a rabbit. But the best chef in the world would be hard-pressed to make him into a pie." Lucy growled. "This rabbit is made of china, girl." The man held Edward closer to him. They looked each other in the eye. "You're made of china, aren't you, Malone?" He gave Edward a playful shake. "You're some child's toy, am I right? And you have been separated somehow from the child who loves you." Edward felt again the sharp pain in his chest. He thought of Abilene. He saw the path leading up to the house on Egypt Street. He saw the dust descending and Abilene running toward him. Yes, Abilene had loved him. "So, Malone," said the man. He cleared his throat. "You are lost? That is my guess. Lucy and I are lost too." At the sound of her name, Lucy let out another yip. "Perhaps," said the man, "you would like to be lost with us. I found it much more agreeable to be lost in the company of others. My name is Bull. And Lucy, as you may have surmised, is my dog. Would you care to join us?" Bull waited for a moment, staring at Edward, and then with his hand still firmly around Edward's waist, the man reached one enormous finger and touched Edward's head from behind. He pushed it so it looked as if Edward were nodding his head in agreement. "Look, Lucy, he said yes," said Bull. Malone has agreed to travel with us. Isn't that swell?" Lucy danced around Bull's feet, wagging her tail and barking, and so it was that Edward took to the road with a hobo and his dog. Okay, and now we're in chapter 13. All right, it's 2 questions for you guys, okay? One, I want to know, how did Edward... Bad cat. How did Edward feel about the dog having him in his mouth? Okay, how does Mr. Supwood feel by having a cat jump on this while I'm doing it? Okay, so again, no, don't write that part. How does Edward feel about being in the mouth of the dog early on in the chapter? Okay, and last but not least, who found Edward? Who's he with now? Okay, so I want to know more character changes, maybe a setting change, you stick it in there. So again, character change and how did he feel now? Again, you're going to see his emotions and feelings change a lot throughout this book. All right, thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you in the next chapter.